What's up, everybody? Welcome in. My name's Kurt, and I'm with Casa Fox Thrifting and Flipping, and welcome back to another What's in the Bag. Check it out. Today, I hit the thrift store this afternoon and got a few things, nothing crazy, but I enjoy documenting my thrifting, which we hope to be is flipping. So let's check it out. So, my wife and I were part-time resellers, got a full-time gig, got a daytime job, whatever you want to call it. This is purely just something we like to do as a little side hustle, hobby. It's something we do together, and we have fun with it. And we make a little bit of money, so who doesn't like that? But nonetheless, we've been doing this for a couple years now, and I finally got to the point where it's like, let's get the camera rolling. See what we can make happen. So again, nothing crazy that I picked up today, but still got some items I know I can flip and make a profit. My focus, we sell everything. Whatever can flip, we're selling it from the thrift store or a yard sale occasionally. But my sweet spot where I enjoy and kind of just have the most success for me would be toys. So I'm just gonna jump right in here, and we got Thomas the Train. Everything Thomas the Train is worth a look up at the thrift store or yard sale if the price is right. And this here, you can see here, I don't know if you can see, that was $3.49. I usually have some sort of coupon to go along with that, but Thomas the Train is one of those things that we sell very well. And I don't know if I'll get this in the full frame, but this is a play set Thomas the Train, kind of mainly all plastic, but it folds up, carried away, pretty convenient. But this here is Cranky. That's all I can tell you right now. It's Cranky the Crane, I believe. But it was $3.49. I'm gonna put a couple trains with this. Probably from the wooden types of Thomas the Trains, and I'm into this, I guess, around $3.49. By the time I put 4 to 5 trains with it, I'm probably gonna move this for close to 40 bucks with the trains. It's around a pound and a half, 2 pounds at most. It'll ship pretty easy. I'll throw a comp up above just so you can kind of see what it sells for. But for $3.49, I'm not leaving this behind. All right, so on to more toys. I've had a little bit of success. It's funny, I didn't even plan this, but it's another train, but we're not Thomas the Train. Now we're moving on to Chuggington the Train, which I believe is Disney. Anyway, this was also $3.49, and this is probably about 10 to 12 inches long. See the handle there? It's a carry case. The doors, it opens up one of these. Let's check it out here. I'm making this up as I go, I guess. There's a button. We'll figure this out. So it's pretty cool. So it opens up both sides for a carrier for your Chuggington trains. Anyway, this stuff sells pretty good. This is $3.49. I didn't check comps, but I've sold it before. That's a big part of this reselling game or hobby, whatever you want to call it. Jumping in here real quick in the middle of the video, made a mistake, misspoke when I was talking about this guy right here. I said Chuggington, absolutely wrong. This is actually Disney Cars. It's a train from the Disney Cars 2 movie, Trev. So just wanted to make that correction. Got it confused. It definitely looks like Chuggington, but when I pulled up sold comps, I was like, wait a minute, that's Disney Cars. Still a great seller, still a great find. Going to be even an easier flip because Disney Cars is, for me, sells much better than Chuggington, so it's still a win-win. All right, back to the video. Call it. When you walk into a thrift store or walk through a yard sale, you're just like, oh, I've sold that, I've sold that, I've sold that. And after 3 to 4 years, you just start seeing things like, oh, I've sold that 3 times, I've sold that 10 times. that never sold. This is something I've sold before. It'll probably sell pretty quick, especially as we're gearing up for holiday. That'll be out the door. All right, moving on. Try not to talk everyone's ear off here. I just bought this on a whim. I was looking in the hat section at the thrift store, looking for like REI, North Face, hiking gear. And I came across this safari hat for, the sticker says $5.49, but I'm pretty sure the silver tags were 50 off. But you almost miss it if you don't look close enough. It says here, genuine safari gear, Disney Animal Kingdom. So, I mean, it's real, kind of like, you know, you're not really going to catch that unless you're looking at it hard. So I missed it until I saw this tag. Traditional Walt Disney World tag. I was like, wait a minute. I know well enough to know everything Disney is worth a second look. And this here is in really good condition. There's no stains. Let's see, is it men's? Let's see. It almost fits my head. Yeah, there we go. Now we're doing it. All right, enough playing around. But that was like $5, and yeah, I'll throw some comps up above. Comps are all over the place, anywhere from 25 up to 35, 40 in some instances. So I'm gonna buy that all day for that type of turnaround. All right, moving on to what's in the bag. I'm a sucker for Star Wars. Big Star Wars fan. If you look up above here, Star Wars. And you can't see it out of frame. Star Wars, Star Wars. Got Star Wars back here. You can't barely see it, but it's a X-Wing fighter. Anyway, in the bag was this droid here, plush, for $3.49, silver tag, so it was half off. Again, it has a battery pack inside, so it makes noise. It's in really good condition. Rather I'll keep this for my son, or I'll sell it for 15, 20 bucks. You know, easy money at the end of the day. All right, moving on. So we focus on, or I say we, but my wife has a lot more patience at the thrift store. I have about a 10 to 15 minute attention span before I just get like anxious to get out of the thrift store. But I focus on these, what I call grab bags. That's the first section I go to. This, again, $3.49, 50% off. I definitely don't overlook plush. For one, they're so light. They ship so easy. And if you're willing to look, there's money to be made. There's flipping to be done. Let's check this out. So I saw we got a little Blue's Clues. I mean, I didn't go for him. I don't anticipate flipping him, but you never know. But it was this little guy who I have no idea, but it was worth a look up. This little guy right here, this pink little lawyer with a briefcase, with a tag. If you've ever sold plush, you know, all right, you got a tag, you got something unique. I saw sold comps for this up around $15 to $35. Again, this was $3.49, 50% off. I mean, I'm into this for $1.50. At the moment, it's in really good condition. I don't see no staining, no nothing. And it is a Pocket Professionals 1994 little date mark on the back, but it's a some type of lawyer plush. I'll get my money back and more. That was pretty cool. Most grab bags have a couple things in it. This one, what is going on here? I don't know what we got here, but they look like little panda head, little plush panda heads in this little sack thing here. I don't know. Didn't grab it for that, but I'll give it a look up just to make sure I'm not missing out on a few bucks. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, another grab bag. Looks like the price sticker came off, so I don't have that at the moment. But something I'm always looking out for, that my wife really does really well with. My wife does really well with Barbies, My Little Pony, Monster High dolls. So I naturally, if I see a a doll or a Barbie, I'll give it a second look to make sure I'm not missing out on any potential flipping. I came across these here. They look to be of decent quality. I was not familiar with them at all, but I gave them a second look, and I grabbed them once I saw I had some like figures. And when I did, I came across this one here. They are Madame Alexander dolls. You know, I don't know what's going on here, but Madame Alexander dolls. And you can see, and they appear to be part of a McDonald's collaboration. So they sell decently. I mean, if they were just original Alexander or Madame Alexander, they'd be worth you know, they sell really well. But the McDonald's Happy Meal ones, you know, like I saw a sold comp, I believe, for this one here for like around $10. This one, even though it's you know, put these together, and I still have like 3 others. I mean, I can probably squeeze 20 bucks out of this. Probably would cost me $1.50 bag. So I'm not going to lose there. I'm not afraid of patient money. All right. Part of thrifting and flipping, when you're at the thrift store or whenever, you know, you're just out in general, rule of thumb, I mean, if you'll hear me say it, if you watch other YouTubers or people in the hobby, like, oh, what do you sell? How do you know? You know, just go with your gut. If you see something that is interesting enough to you, it may be worth a second look. So that's where we're at with these today. I saw these here. These are mushroom cups. They kind of got a vintage look to it. They're plastic. And then on the bottom, you got Thermoserve brand. So I'm familiar with that. I've sold some of that over the time. But $1.99 for both. So I'm into it for $1 each. I was pleasantly surprised when I ran comps on these. I think I came across a lot of like set of 3 for like $45 and around that ballpark. So into these for $1 each. I only have 2, but I'm probably going to squeeze close to $25, $30 for the 2. So, I mean, again, I'm not going to pass up on that. And cups always remind me of when I started out thrifting. So it's one of those things that I always have an eye for. One of the first people I watched from a YouTube standpoint when I got into this was Gary Vee. And, you know, one of his catchphrases for me at that time was like, mug life. So I'm not afraid of a little mug life profit and flipping. So shout out Gary Vee and mug life. And those will ship super easy. All right. If you hung in there with me for what looks to be 12 minutes and counting, thank you. Very new at this. I think I'm like 5 videos in, but we're going to keep going and see what we can do in this space of YouTube. This is the last grab bag I grabbed today. Again, I ran in and out of the thrift store. If I was there 15 minutes, maybe, and I just grabbed a couple things. But here's a grab bag that I kind of was on the fence about. But, you know, I'm not taking a big risk when I spend up to $3. There's typically 1 to 3 to 4 or 5 things in a bag that gives me potential to flip. So let's check this out here. What drew my attention was this guy right here. Given the time of year, we got a little Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, I believe. But it's like really high quality. You know, it was enough for me to be like, it even has the accessory. But when I looked it up, I think I found a couple sold comps around 10, 15. Most of the sold comps were for brand new and they were for a little more. But I did find used pre-owned, like around 12 bucks plus shipping. So I can't go wrong with this when I'm spending $3. That's 12. What else is in the bag? I'm a sucker, which is funny. I just said I'm a sucker and I just leave it there. But no, I'm a sucker for die cast. I love selling Hot Wheels, Matchbox, anything like that. Tootsie Toys. The list can go on. But I don't have none today. But I did see this little die cast. Looks like helicopter. You know, I'll lot that together with a bunch of other ones I have ready to go. But we also had this little Play School, little 2-inch figure, Darth Vader. I mean, that sells for $5 alone. So now I got, you know, between 12 plus 5, we got 17. And what else do we got in here if I really want to try to maximize? I don't know if I got anything else in here. Little rescue die-cast truck. Sorry guys, bear with me. This one we got a little Roblox toy. Not much happening there. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see this when I grabbed the bag, but that's why you do this. Alright, it's nothing special. Sometimes you can get really lucky with these little Lego minifigs. This just looks like a basic minifig, nothing special. I would love it if it would have been a Star Wars one. Those do really well. But again, 15 bucks at most at the end of the day, maybe out of that bag. But that's what we're thrifting and flipping. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for checking out the video. If you made it this far, thanks for checking out what's in the bag. Peace.